Hey everyone, it's Isabelle with the YA Readers. First of all, I wanted to let you know that I am sick. So if you hear me sniffling, that's why. It's because I'm sick. And second of all, eventually I will be filming in front or beside my bookshelf. But the bookshelf that's right there is actually broken, and I need to get it replaced with another bookshelf that I actually already own. But yeah, so when I get that bookshelf replaced, I'll start filming in front of a bookshelf. So today I have a review for you on It Started With a Dare by Lindsay Rech. This book is about a girl named C.G. Silverman, and she moves from Philadelphia to a little upscale neighborhood in Pennsylvania. When she moves, she decides it's her chance to be someone different. It's her chance to change who she is and become popular. On the first day at school, the popular clique finds her and decides to let her into their group. So she feels like to fit in, she has to lie about every little thing about her life. So she starts lying about everything, and the book is basically, will these lies catch up to her? I rated this a 3 out of 5 on Goodreads. I feel like I was generous by giving it a 3. I really wouldn't spend your money on this book. It really wasn't great. I have all of my things written down right here. I really like Click books. I like the Click series. It's not my favorite thing to read. Like, I don't go to the bookstore and pick out Click books, but like if I find one and it seems like it's good, I'll read it. Sorry, I keep moving the book. This one, not so much. It wasn't great. It really reminded me of Mean Girls, except Mean Girls was a lot better. Mean Girls was funny and it was truthful, and this just seemed like an adult author trying to write a teeny bopper teen book, YA fiction book. And it's true, because she is an adult author. This was her first adult fiction novel. So it's true that this is her first novel where she kind of went from a teen's perspective. And I feel like it wasn't realistic. Being a 15-year-old, CG's 15, the main character, being a 15-year-old, I would never do any of these things. I'm not the type of person who's gonna move to a new school and be like, oh, I'm gonna be popular. But if I were, like, I wouldn't lie about every single detail. It started with a dare, the title. It's basically like her and her friends play a truth or dare game. This isn't a spoiler, it's like the first couple of pages. And she does like an outrageous dare, and I would never do that stuff. These things that she lies about are just not realistic. It also says on the back, it says, where is it? This shy tomboy from the city is suddenly the it girl. So for a shy tomboy, CG is very outgoing. I don't understand why she's described as a shy tomboy, because even when she mentions herself from her old school, she never once talks about being a shy tomboy. I can see the tomboy thing, but I don't see the shy thing. Something I really didn't like about the book is that on the first page, she is discovered by the It Clique. She talks about the It Clique at her old school, and then she is discovered by the It Clique at her new school. I really didn't like that. It really didn't work up to being discovered. It really didn't, like, you didn't get to learn about her before she was discovered and became popular. Okay, sorry, again, I have these things written down, so it's taking me a while. The thing that I really did like about the book is the second to last chapter. It was probably the best chapter. I think it's the second to last. Yeah, it is. It's called Making Wishes. It's chapter 26. I liked it because this whole book, I think it's like 300 pages. Yeah, 305 pages. You hear about Alex. Alex is CG's best friend. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything. Yes, CG's best friend from her old school. you hear about Alex as, like, the most amazing person, and blah, 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 and they don't talk anymore. And then you only actually meet Alex in the second to last chapter. And Alex is probably my favorite character in the whole book because he's just likable. The rest of the characters, I hated CG, I hated Alana, I hated Glory, I hated all of these characters except for Alex. And I really like the second to last chapter because you finally get to see CG as who she is with Alex. And the final thing I have to say about this book, I hated the last chapter. So I loved the second to last chapter, I hated the last chapter. It was called The Truth About High School. And I hated this chapter because I feel like Lindsay Faith Rech just decided she needed to put her own opinion on high school in the book. It really didn't wrap up the book. It didn't tell me how CG is. Well, I guess it did. It told you how CG's opinions on high school. But it didn't tell you how CG feels about all of these things. There were no consequences to any of her lies. It just tells you what Lindsay Faith Rech's opinions are on high school. It's basically like a 6 or 7 page chapter about high school and about cliques. And sure, that's great and fine and dandy, but I don't want to hear about that in a book about cliques. Like, I know what is wrong. I know that there's a theme in this, and it's to be yourself and whatnot. Like, I know that with going into the book. I'm not 12 anymore. So yeah, that is all I have to say about this book. Please don't spend your money on it. It's not worth it. I really like the cover. Funny story about the cover, though. Jamie and I were in the bookstore just looking through the books, and I picked this one out, and I was ready to buy it, and it was in my hand, and I had it with the other books that I was going to buy. And then I picked another one off the shelf, and I turned it over, and it had like 6 or 7 blocks of like different pictures of people, and this picture that's on this cover was one of the blocks. And I thought that was really weird, because it must mean that whoever owns the picture, like, sold it to a bunch of people. So yeah. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Okay, now I have a few updates for you all. Jamie went back to her town, her city, home. So from now on, when we're doing videos, it'll just be by ourselves. We won't be doing any, like, together videos until at least, like, August. So it's gonna be a while. Maybe sooner, actually, because my birthday's in June, so maybe she'll come down for my birthday. Anyways, so I am currently reading Boy Toy, and Jamie already read this, and she talked about it in our intro video, and she said she was going to do a review on it, but she doesn't have the book with her, so she probably won't be able to do the review, like, with the book with her, unless she went out and bought the book, but I really doubt she would do that. So yeah, so I have the book. Whether or not she does her own review on that book, I will do my own on Boy Toy. I'm almost done. I'm like almost halfway through it, so it should be done by this weekend. And then I'll try and post a review for it. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. Oh, thank you to the people who friended us on Goodreads. I don't know if you friended us because of YouTube, but I really enjoyed it. We were, like, really ecstatic to find new friends on Goodreads. So thank you to those people. Our Goodreads are in the down bar, so friend us and whatnot. That's really all I have to say. I filmed this video so many times, so I hope I didn't miss anything. Bye!